So let's continue. So where I was reading, the issues for India begin with China. Yeah, yes. I think we have read this. Okay. For India, apart from war clouds on the horizon in Europe and China, in the East Pacific, there are several issues of deepening concern. Foremost is how to deal with rampaging China, currently on a major diplomatic strategic offensive across Asia, especially West Asia. This is further accompanied by a display of its naval prowess in the areas around much of East and Southeast Asia and a flexing of its military muscles in Ladakh and Arunachal sectors of the Sino-India border. So in these major areas, we are having conflict with China, and they wanted to dominate in these areas. So we don't have very good relationship right now with China, especially across border area, because ultimately the nature of relationship is defined by the border areas only. China is unlikely to be deterred by the vanilla last response proffered by the Indian Defence Minister Rajnath Singh during his recent meeting with his Chinese counterpart, General Li Shangfu. The improvement in ties with China would depend on peace the border. Okay, recently, I think Rajnath Singh, who is our Honorable Defence Minister, has recently commented on the ties with China. This is one likely to reduce room for maneuver on India's part at a time when China is launching several other regional initiatives to checkmate India in the Indian Ocean region, with the China-India Ocean Region Forum, which has been seen a participation by overwhelming majority of Indian Ocean states. Also, and unlike India, which seeks to limit the conflict with China to the border issues. Oh, I think there is a forum, China-India Ocean Region Forum, which has been given so much importance by other countries, which has been a part of Indian Ocean states. So this, I think, unlike India, which seems to limit the conflict with China to border issues. China is seeking to widen the arc of conflict with India. Currently, China is targeting India for going closer to the US and Western Bloc for its partnership in the Quad, India, Australia, as well as its participation in maritime surveillance exercise with the US, Japan, and Australia. China is also actively engaged in seeking new friends and India's extended neighborhood in a bid to limit India's influence in this region. West Asia, once a region where India's influence was preponderant, appears to be fast yielding to China's muscular and diplomatic offensive. China is also actively engaged in seeking new friends in India's extended neighborhood in a bid to limit that India's influence in that region. West Asia, once a region where India's influence was a preponderant. Preponderant was? It's kind of preponderant. Predominant in influence, number of importance. In West Asia, where India's influence was dominating, appears to be fast leading to China's muscular. But right now, China's influence is also growing in West Asia, notwithstanding India's attempts to reach out to erstwhile friends such as Egypt. The Egyptian president was the chief guest at the Republic Day parade this year. India seems to have been sidelined, given the major churn in West Asia, much of it on China's initiative. The new China brokered India Iran Saudi Arabia entity is setting the stage for major diplomatic shift across the region, marginalizing India and certain other nations. India is not unaware of China's hostile intentions overall. It is well aware of China's ability to embark on hybrid warfare, including the adoption of cyber tactics, engage in the politics of water by redirecting the Himalayan rivers and adapting to modern conditions, or the tactics popularized by the 5th century BC. Just give me a second. A very big sentence. India is not unaware of China's hostile intentions overall. So India is not unaware. Um, not aware of this China's hostile intentions. It is well aware of China's ability to embark on hybrid warfare. Okay, means China is well going to start a hybrid war with India, including the cyber war or the politics of water, so that redirecting the Himalayan rivers. So they wanted to change the direction of Himalayan rivers. Similar to the adapting the modern conditions, the tactics popularized by the 5th century BC China strategist Sun Tzu of winning wars without fighting through avoiding the enemy's strength and attacking his weakness. Okay, so this philosophy was given by China strategist in 5th century BC Sun Tzu to how to weaken your enemy. Caution has to be India's watchword. The neighborhood and Russia. Other turmoils in India's immediate neighborhood and South Asia compound India's problem. The situation in Afghanistan appears to be steadily worsening. Events in that country are now beginning to affect nations on its periphery. India has meanwhile lost all traction with the Taliban in Afghanistan. Pakistan and Sri Lanka, to different degrees, represent worst case scenarios. India's relationship with Russia also appear to be entering a prolonged phase of uncertainty. Russian ties are not necessarily anchored in defense cooperation, but this has been a key factor in cementing their relations. As India looks more to the West, especially the US, for state of art weaponry, the inevitability of the relationships can no longer be guaranteed. So, right now, we are also not having a very good relationship with Russia since most of the sanction has been put in Russia, so we are not able to do our trade with Russia, and lots of uncertainties there with India-Russia relationship. With the Russia-China strategic relationship getting stronger and both countries openly giving vent to their belief in the utility of such a relationship, strains are inevitable in India-Russia relations. Russia unequivocal attack on the Quad during the SCO defense minister meeting in the New Delhi recently is a pointer to the winds of the change that are becoming evident. In the maritime, other pacts involving Russia, such as tripartite Russia-India-China platform in BRICS, have lost much of their dynamism. So recently in SCO summit, that Russia's defense minister has pointed out the Quad. So okay, they have attacked the Quad. That Quad is an organization, a platform where all the four countries talk about the strategic partnerships in trade and something other corporations. Okay, and which are the countries? India and Australia, and sorry, India, Japan, Australia, or USA. Please correct me if I'm wrong. In the meantime, other facts involving Russia, such as the economic content of the bilateral relationships, is limited and for the present linked to trading in oil, imparting the little dynamism to the relationship. Even they are not so much, even in the BRICS, they three are not so much involved with their relationship. The moot point, hence, is that while India is one of the few countries in the world which has managed to emerge from the COVID-19 pandemic and the resultant economic crisis without much damage and is widely seen as a prospective of global power, it has much to do before it attains the pinnacle. So after the COVID-19 pandemic and the economic crisis due to this pandemic, India has not been so much affected. So most of the countries, in world is expecting that India will become a or emerge it as a super global power. Okay. There are many obstacles that have, okay, for it against this pinnacle. Pinnacle is just, let's find out the meaning of pinnacle. Pinnacle. The most successful point, highest point is the most successful point of culmination. There are many obstacles that have to be overcome before India can achieve its predetermined goal. But before achieving this goal, there are many obstacles on the way. Well before this, and notwithstanding its fortuitous, I don't know how to pronounce it, please repeat. Positions of helming both the G20 and SCO simultaneously, India should not claim to have attained its goal. Look, means fortuitous position, yes. Fortunate or something, let's find out this meaning. Means fortunate position. Okay, means well before this and notwithstanding his fortunate positions of helming both the simultaneously, India should not claim to have attained its goal. Means whatever the stance India is taking both of the summit, uh, means due to this, the India should not claim to have attained its goal. Because of this position, means whatever the position the India is taking, they have not attained its goal. So I think it was very long article. So I think this video has been done in two parts. So this is the second part. Please go through the first part if you really wanted to see this article. That's all from my side. Thank you.